Good morning. Welcome to Quantum's Liberty, day 1. Last day of the DeStress series. Today we're on the phone with Kelsey. We got some water, birdies. So Kelsey is 16 and she's in California. She has Restless Legs Syndrome. So we are going to do some tapping that is designed for Restless Legs Syndrome. We're going to start on the karate chop point, and this is the long version of the restless leg syndrome for when it's really, really intense. You want to do these 2 rounds, and what we do is we do 3 setup statements. We say, even though I have, this feeling, put the problem in a box, and then follow it with, I deeply and completely accept and love myself. So we're going to start by tapping at least 10 to 20 times on each point. And you go on the karate chop point, repeat after me, either in your mind or in your thoughts. Okay, the setup statement and the statements each time while we're tapping. So the setup statement is going to be, I want you to focus while you're tapping on exactly where, very specifically, where you're feeling any discomfort or pain, and just name that in the space. Okay, so we'll say right now, even though I have this uncomfortable feeling in my, and be very, very, very specific exactly where you're feeling the discomfort. So if it's all over your legs, say, in my thighs, in my hamstrings, in my knees, in my quadriceps, in my calves, in my ankles, in my feet. Okay, so and then if it's right or left, even though I have this uncomfortable feeling in my left and right thighs and knees and ankles, I deeply and completely accept and love my body, my legs and myself exactly as it is. Even though I can't stand this, and it feels like it is going to make me go crazy, I trust that the wisdom of my body knows how to bring my body back to balance and comfort. Even though this feels awful, I know and then be very specific to exactly where you're feeling it. I know my right and left legs, thighs, quadriceps, hamstrings, ankles, knees, feet. I know my body is in the process of returning to comfort and well-being. And I'm using all the tapping points, including the finger points, and I'll go through all of those with you. Each time I want you to focus on the specific sensations, like if it's on your thighs, right, in your calves, then and then the ankles. I want you to focus on the specific sensation and say releasing. So we're going to start with the top of the head, right, 10 times, and say out loud or thinking it. Releasing this, describe the specific sensation. Throbbing, disturbing, aching, uncomfortable sensation. Eyebrow. Releasing this uncomfortable sensation. Side of the eye. Releasing this throbbing sensation. Under the eye. Releasing this uncomfortable sensation. Under the nose. Releasing this uncomfortable sensation. And you want to tap at least 10 times on each point. This one's under the lip. Releasing this aching sensation. Collarbone point. Releasing this horrible sensation. Under the arm. Releasing this throbbing sensation. And then right underneath the pectoral muscle, right there, that's the liver point. Say, releasing this dark sensation. And then the thumb point, so you put your hand like that and you tap on that side of the thumb. Releasing this painful sensation. Describe it specifically, whatever it is in your mind. This one is the index finger. Again, it's on this side. Releasing this aching sensation. And then we do middle finger. Releasing this horrible sensation. Focusing in on it. The bottom finger, we skip this one. I don't know why, but we always do. Bottom finger, releasing this uncomfortable sensation. Next is inside the wrist, just like that. And you can do either side. Releasing this painful sensation. Top of the hand, that's called the gamut point right here, in between these two fingers here, right there. It's a really powerful point. Releasing these cramping sensations. And now under the eye and under the lip, that's a central meridian. It gets right into your balancing center. Releasing any spasming sensations. Focusing in on them. Okay, now the second round, we start again up here, top of the head. We do it all. And thinking or speaking, we're going to say, releasing the remainder of these uncomfortable sensations and remaining specific. If it's spasming, say that or think that. If it's cramping, say or think cramping. Okay, so releasing the remainder of these cramping sensations. 10 taps. Eyebrow point. Releasing the remainder of these cramping sensations. Side of the eye. And always 10 to 20 taps. Releasing the remainder of these uncomfortable sensations. Tapping under the eye, releasing the remainder of these dark sensations. Under the nose, releasing the remainder of these cramping sensations. Under the lip, releasing the remainder of these awful sensations. Collarbone point, releasing the remainder of these cramping sensations. And then we'll go to the liver point, releasing the remainder of these spasming sensations. Under the arm point, releasing the remainder of these disturbing sensations. Thumb, releasing the remainder of these uncomfortable sensations. Index finger, releasing the remainder of these cramping sensations. Middle finger, releasing the remainder of these awful sensations. Bottom finger, releasing the remainder of these uncomfortable sensations. To the inside of the wrist, releasing the remainder of these dark sensations. Now we're going to do central meridian again. You can go like this. Sometimes I go like this, so I have 2 fingers on each. Releasing the remainder of these cramping sensations. And the gamut point here. Releasing the remainder of these spasming sensations. Now we're going to tap on the karate chop point again, and you can go like this. You can do either side. It's a forgiving process. And repeat again after me, either in your mind or out loud. Body returning to comfort and balance. Inside the wrist. Body returning to comfort and balance. I'm going to do central meridian. Body returning to comfort and balance. I want to do 10 to 20, and then gamut to end. Body returning to comfort and balance. Okay, will hopefully help you with your restless legs.